Hello everyone. Today we will find the deviation of angle of prism. Here we have taken a geometrical box. This is the compass. This is the scale. This is the protector. This one is the pen. This one is the pencil. This one is the pins. Some pins are there, and besides that there are other things also like divider, set squares, 90, 45, 45 set square, and this is 90, 30, 60 set square. Today we will find the angle of deviation of a prism. Here you see we have a prism also. You see this is the prism. You see, and here you see this is the base of the prism, triangular. And if you see clearly in the front view that the base of the prism is triangle, and it is an equilateral triangle. That means all the sides of the triangle are same. Now we will see the properties of this prism. Here you see, since all the sides are equal, therefore the angle of prism of this angle is 60 degree. Since this is an equilateral triangle. Now you see, this is the base of the prism. You see, this is triangle, and lower also, this is also triangle. And here you see, these sides are rectangular, 1, 2, 3. 3 rectangular surface and 2 triangular surface. That means, how many surfaces are there in this prism? There are 5 surfaces. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. There are 5 surfaces in this prism. How many edges? Let us count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 edges in this prism. And how many vertices? Let us count the vertices also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? Now we will find the angle of deviation in this prism. First of all, we are putting this prism here. Right? Now you see, we put the prism in this way. Right? Now you see, if we put 2 pins, let us take 2 pins, one is red and other is green. You see, we have taken 2 pins, one is green and the other is red. Let us put this green pin at a point here. First of all, we made an outline of this prism, outline. That means we made a triangle, right? After that, we have taken 2 pins. One is green and the other is red. Let us put the 2 pins at 2 positions. Suppose in this position we have put green pin, and in this position you have put the red pin. Let us see. Thus we have put two pins, one is green and the other is red. Let us suppose that this is the incident ray. This is the incident ray. This is suppose the incident ray going to the prism, and you see here that the prism is here. That means this incident ray strikes this refracting surface and it will bend towards the base of the prism. After reflection, it will emerge from this reflecting surface. Now, I will see the two pins on the right side of the emergent ray. Now, also take two pins. One is green, another is red. You have to put the two pins in such a way that if you see through this reflecting surface, they all lie in a straight line. Let us put two pins. I am trying to put two pins on this reflecting surface. There are two reflecting surfaces. This is one, this is the second one, right? I am putting one pin on the other side of the prism, that is on the emergent ray. Let us put one pin at here, green pin, and let us put another pin here. First one is the green pin and the second one is the red pin. Right? Now, you have to see it from this side and try to see whether all the four pins are in a straight line or not. Let us see from this side. After that, I will show you also the sides from this side. Right. Now I will show you how it looks like from this side with the camera. Right? Let us find. Now I will show you from this side. Now, here you see from this side, you see here yes, you see here that all the four pins are in a straight line, right? First the red, then green, and then red again. You see, it is very clearly seen that all the four pins are in a straight line. You see this one? Now you see that the first pin is the red pin, second one is the green pin, third one is the green pin, and the fourth one is red pin. Right? Now you see Now, when you see through this side, we see that all the 4 pins are in a straight line. Now we find the angle of deviation of this prism, right? Now I will take this prism, right? And also I will take the pins also. This pin 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now we have made a triangle ABC and we name that triangle. This is triangle, this is the prism, that is A, it is B, it is C, right? And we have made an incident ray. This is the incident ray. There are 2 points. One is this is D point, this is E point, this is F point, F. This point is F, this point, F, and this point is G point, and this point is E dash, and this point is D dash, right? Now, when we see from this side, this is the incident ray. Now suppose we made a normal on this refracting surface, right? Normal is 90 degree. Here we made a normal here. You see here, this is exactly 90 degree, right? That means this line is the normal. This is O N1 is the normal. Let us take O N1 is the normal. Let us take other normal O N2 on the other surface of the prism. That means from here we also make 90 degree at this point. That means we get the normal again. Here see, ON2 is the normal. Now you see here, you have to measure this angle, and this is the angle of incident ray, angle I. This is the angle I. Let us measure the angle of incident ray, angle of incidence. Now we find with the help of this protractor, let us find the angle of incidence. With the help of the protractor, we find that if we measure this angle, we are getting exactly, here you see, that is 60 degree, 60, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 degree, right? That means this angle is 60 degree. Or you can say that angle I, angle of incidence we get is 60 degree, right? Now we will measure this angle. This angle, what is this angle? This angle is this is the incident ray, this is the refracted ray, and this is the emergent ray. Now the angle between the normal and the refracted ray is known as the angle of refraction. Angle of refraction, that is angle R1. Here see angle R1. Let us measure angle R1. R1 is, let us measure angle R1. How much it is? Let us measure. Yes, right. Here you see, R1 we are getting exactly 30 degrees. You see this one? This line comes here and ends here. This is 10, 20, 30 degree. That means R1, angle of reflection at this surface is R1 is 30 degree. Right? Again, angle R2. R2 means this angle. Right? This is angle. This is the normal. Right? If we measure this angle, let us measure this angle also. Here you see, this angle is 10, 20, 30 degree. You see, this one is 30 degree. That means angle R2 is equal to 30 degree. R2 is 30 degree. Written here, you see, this is 30 degree. R2. Now, I will find the angle of emergence, or we put it as I2, angle of emergence I2. It is this angle. Let us measure this angle, right? If we measure this angle, we will find, let us measure this angle also. This angle is also 60 degree, right? That is I2. Angle of emergence, if we take I2, it is 60 degree. And angle I1 is also 60 degree, right? Angle I1 is 60 degree. Angle R1 is 30 degree. Angle R2 is 30 degree. And angle I2, angle of emergence, is also 60 degree. Now we find the angle of deviation. The first question is, what is the angle of deviation? Angle of deviation means the angle by which this incident ray deviates from its path is the angle of deviation. That means if there is no prism, this incident ray would go through this line, right? Since the prism is here, this incident ray bends in this direction and makes an angle here. And this angle is angle of deviation. That means this ray of light deviates from its path with this angle, right? That is del. This angle of deviation. Angle del is angle of deviation. Let us measure the angle of deviation with the protector. Let us measure. Here you see that the angle of deviation is exactly 60 degrees. Here this is 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Angle of deviation is 60 degree. Right? And from the theory of angle of deviation, we get angle of deviation as 60 degree. Now, we will check whether the angle of deviation is exactly 60 degree or not with the theory of angle of deviation in a prism. We know that in deviation in an angle of prism, angle I1, angle R1, we know that in a angle of deviation in a prism, angle R1 plus angle R2 should be equal to angle of prism. Now let us measure, or let us check whether the angle of deviation in this prism is correct or not. Here you see, I already told you the angle of this prism, angle of prism is 60 degree because all the sides of the triangle are equal. That is an equilateral triangle, and we know that in an equilateral triangle the angle, all the angles are 60 degree. Right? Here you see that R1 and R2. We found it here that R1 is 30 degree and R2 is also 30 degree. That means if we take R1 as 30 degree, if we take left hand side is equal to angle R1 plus angle R2. If we put the angle R1 is 30 degree and angle R2 is also 30 degree, and that is equal to 60 degree, and that is equal to angle A, because angle of this prism is 60 degree. Therefore it is proved that what we got, the result is exactly correct, because we know that angle R1 plus angle R2 is equal to angle A, or angle of prism. This is equation 1. There is another equation for deviation of angle, and also we know that in case of prism, the angle of incidence is equal to the angle of emergence I2, right? That means angle I1 is equal to I2 in the case of deviation of a deviation in prism. That means you can say that angle angle of incidence is equal to angle of emergent is equal to 60 degree. Here also we are finding that this theory is also correct. That means we got the exact result of angle of deviation. Right? Now you know the third result, the third formula, that is angle of deviation. We know that angle of deviation del, we know that angle of deviation del is equal to angle of deviation del is equal to angle I1 plus angle I2 plus I2 minus angle A. Let us check whether this theory also applies here or not. Let us find. We know that angle del or angle of deviation is equal to angle of deviation is equal to angle I1 plus angle I2 minus A. Now we get the angle of deviation. I1, the angle of I1 is, we got I1 as 60 degree. 60 degree. Angle I2 or emergent angle of emergence is also 60 degree plus 60 degree. And you know that angle of prism is 60 degree. That means if we add this one, angle I1 plus angle I2, that is 60 plus 60, 120 degree minus 60 degree. Here also we find it that the angle of deviation is getting 60 degree. That means we are getting all the equations correct. Angle equation number 1, angle R1 plus R2 is equal to angle A. Hello everyone. Now we will explain in detail the angle of deviation in this experiment. Here we have taken the outline of this prism, and here you see this is the incident ray DEF. Incident ray is DEF. Here I am writing that DEF is equal to incident ray. Incident ray. You see this one? This one is the incident ray. This is the refracted ray FG. FG is equal to refracted ray, and this one G E dash D dash, G E dash D dash is the emergent ray. Right? Here you see we have drawn a normal O N1. This is the normal to this refracting surface, and here we get the angle of incidence as I1. We got angle of incidence I1 as 60 degree. We measure it and comes to the conclusion that it is 60 degree. And here is the R1, that is angle of reflection, that is a normal, and the angle between normal and refracted ray, that is we are getting R1. Angle R1 we got as 30 degree. Right? Again this is R2, right? And R2, that is R2, angle R2 we got also 30 degree. And this is I2, that is the emergent ray. I2, that is the emergent ray. I2, angle I2 we got it as 60 degree. Right? Then here we got that angle I1. Here you see that angle I1 equal to I2 is equal to 60 degree. And it is known from the theory of angle of deviation that angle I1 should be equal to angle I2, and that is equal to, here we got 60 degree. And also angle R1 plus angle R2 is equal to angle A. Let us check this one also. Angle R1 is getting, we get as 30 degree. Angle R2 we get 30 degree, that is 60 degree angle of prism. That means this theory is also correct in this experiment. That is angle R1 plus angle R2 is equal to angle A. And this one is also correct, that is angle I1, angle I1, angle I1 is equal to angle I2. That is, angle of incidence is equal to angle of emergence, that is 60 degree. And also we know that angle of deviation, there is a formula, that is angle of deviation del is equal to angle I1 plus angle I2 minus angle A is angle of prism. We got I1 as 60 degree, got I2 as 60 degree, and angle A as 60 degree. There was 60 plus 60, 120, minus 60, that is del, we got 60 degree. That means our experiment actually, that is, in our experiment we got the exact value of all these things. Therefore, we got angle of deviation in this prism. Angle of deviation, we are writing here that angle of deviation is 60 degree. Angle of deviation is equal to 60 degree, right? That means we found that the angle of deviation in this prism is 60 degree. And we also check that all the theories in the deviation of angle of prism are correct. First one is angle R1 plus R2 should be equal to angle A. We got angle R1 as 30 degree, angle R2 as 30 degree, that is 30 plus 30 60 degree, that is equal to angle A. It is also correct, right? And also there is another theory, that is angle I1 should be equal to angle I2, that is angle of incidence should be equal to angle of emergence, and that is also getting the angle I1 equal to angle I2, that is 60 degree. And there is a third relation, that is del or angle of deviation. Angle of deviation should be del is equal to angle I1 plus angle I2 minus angle A, that is 60 degree plus 60 degree minus 60 degree. 60 plus 60, 120 minus 60. Therefore, the angle of deviation we got 60 degree. We measured this one and we got this angle as del as 60 degree. And this I1 we got is 60 degree. And this I2 we got 60 degree. R1 we got 30 degree and R2 we also got 30 degree. Right? That means in this experiment we got exact result of angle of deviation of this prism. In this experiment we got exact result, and also we proved that the theories of the angle of deviation the theories also matched with our experiment. That is angle R1 plus angle R2 equal to angle A, that is 30 plus 30 60, that is angle of prism. And this one also, that is I1 equal to I2, angle of incidence is equal to angle of emergence, that is also 60 degree. And also there is another theory, that is angle of deviation should be angle I1 plus angle I2 minus angle A, that is angle of incidence plus angle of emergence minus angle of prism, that is 60 degree plus 60 degree minus 60 degree, that is 120 degree minus 60 degree, that is angle of deviation is equal to 60 degree, right? Dear friends, if you like this video, please subscribe, like and share. Thank you everybody for watching this video.